Hey, it is episode 5 of Confessions of an Angry Mama. And if you watched the last episode, I continually called it episode 5, but it was actually episode 4. Okay, so today I'm talking to you about a moment that I had last month with my youngest. I was taking my frustrations out on her. I continually was telling her she wasn't good enough and she wasn't important. And not in those words, but in my actions and how my behavior was with her. It was snippy, it was short, it was kind of like go away type of attitude with her. And eventually, I can't even remember what I said. I don't even remember what was going on for me that day. It's been quite a while, but the point is, she ended up in her room crying, and I was aware of what was going on, and I felt at the moment that I was just frustrated, and she was just being a nuisance to me, and that wasn't right. And so thankfully, the spirit and the awareness that I've created through all the work and mindset work of overcoming destructive anger and burnout, I was able to stop and be like, I need to fix this. So I went back in there and I sat down and I held her and I said, baby, I'm really sorry for making you feel like you weren't important. Like you were not good enough to me. And I just need you to know it wasn't you. It's totally me. I was feeling overwhelmed with some other things and I was taking it out on you. And that was wrong. So please forgive me for that. And she did. And we talked some more and hugged some more and ended up with giggles and smiles. And I just wanted to share this with you because we're going to mess up. It's just a fact of life. We're human and it happens, okay? Doesn't matter how far you progress with mindset and working through the things that have created frustration for you and all the awareness, everything. It doesn't matter. Like, you're still gonna have times where you just mess up. And the important thing is how we deal with the mess ups. Going back to your child, getting down on their level and apologizing is super important. It teaches them how to say sorry. It teaches them that they don't have to be perfect all the time. And it also is a really great example of God's love for us and the redemption and grace that we receive from God. And we're giving them that gift of learning how to reciprocate forgiveness and grace. And we need it from them as much as they need it from us. We probably need it from them more, actually. So that is just something that I've been really wanting to share with you. And the other thing I want to share with you is when you are upset with your kids and when you're feeling angry, and maybe it's not even them, you're just irritated and annoyed for some other reason. Somebody cut you off on the road, or maybe you got some bad news earlier that day, or you and your husband are in a disagreement. It's easy for us to take things out on our kids, or maybe you even have a headache, right? What I want you to be aware of and really work on is when you're upset and it has nothing to do with the kids, you're just taking it out on them, I want you to speak over them what's going on. You don't have to give them the details. Just tell them, you know what? Mommy's got a really bad headache right now. It's not you. It's just because of how I'm feeling right now. I am extra sensitive. I get angry easier, and you need to know that you're fine and you're good enough, and my anger isn't because of you, but I'm angry right now. So please let mommy have a break. Okay, so just talking about how you're feeling, or if you are upset with them, tell them why you're upset. What they did. Tell them how you are feeling. Let them hear you express the emotions. I'm angry right now. What you did really made me feel upset or scared or hurt. Express to them how you're feeling and let them hear that without making them feel like, don't belittle them. You're a terrible kid because you spilled your milk. I mean, that's kind of a, crazy example, but the point is express how you're feeling and how their actions make you feel. All right. When one of my kids rolls their eyes at me, I'm like, you know what? That really makes me frustrated. It hurts my feelings. Please don't disrespect me that way. And help, like, give them the feedback so they know what it is that they did that made you upset. Okay. And you teaching them this also, and giving them this also helps them understand how to process anger and how to work through anger in their ways. So when they're angry, you'll start to notice. If you are practicing this with them, you'll notice them saying things to you. Mom, what you said to me really hurt my feelings and it made me feel really angry. So you're teaching them how to process anger and how to feel anger and work through anger. It's all positive stuff. So remember, anger is not the problem. It's how we process, work through, and deal with anger that can become the problem. If we're not explaining, or if we're not communicating how we're feeling with someone when we're upset and we're stuffing it, we actually make them feel like they are the problem. And if we're being real, a lot of times that's how we want them to feel. Well, they hurt me, so I'm going to hurt them back. It's more important that you are processing your anger and you are communicating and showing them why you're feeling upset. And if it's not because of them, you're letting them know that it's not because of them. And if it is because of something that they did, letting them know what happened that made you feel upset about it. And it may mean that you have to take some time to cool down and process and feel and think through it before you go back. But even in that moment, if your kids did something or your husband and you're really upset, you just need to express, you know what, I'm really upset right now. And instead of hurting you with my words or actions, I need a timeout. Well, hopefully this was helpful, and I will talk to you in the next episode, probably next month, of Confessions. But if you have any questions about what I covered today, talked about today, any questions for me or thoughts or comments, please send me a DM or comment on the video and I will get back to you. And also go over and check out nataliehickson.com and download your free soul refresher and get on the email list so you can get more tips and not miss out on any more confessions posts. And I also send out 1 to 2 audios a month that are short, helpful things to help you work through and process anger as you are walking through your motherhood journey. All right, you guys have a great day and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.